The queues for the toboggan ride were an hour long.
This is Carlos.
So we decided to take a taxi with a driver named Carlos, who took us to some of the scenic parts of Madeira. It was really enjoyable and we are very glad we did that.
This is a highway that goes all around the island.
The charge for 2.5 hours was 60 euros. How did we come across Carlos? He was dropping off some tourists at the top of Monte, and they were thanking him profusely and gave him a tip. I figured he must have been a good driver, and the price was reasonable, so we hired him. Immediately he was stopping at the scenic spots and explaining the island. The first stop was the statue of Christ the King, from where we got some really good shots, including some shots of the statue. Clearly similar to the one in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, though not an exact copy. Nevertheless impressive and giving us some great views. There were some beautiful homes here. Our ship in the harbour, about 4 miles away. Aloe growing wild here. Apart from the statue, the big attraction here is the cable car. So we went to the top of the cliff and took the cable car down to the beach and back at a cost of €3 each for the round trip. Clearly plenty of things to do and great views. Down we go. It was a very enjoyable ride. There was an option to walk down, a kind of switchback path. But I love cable cars, and we got great shots. At the bottom was a rocky beach. It was actually quite an attractive place, relaxing. I would have liked to stop off for a drink, but as we were short of time, we didn't do that. We wanted to see as much of the island as we could in the 2.5 hours. After shooting a few shots, we climbed back on the cable car and left paradise behind. We then drove to the Cabo Geral Skywalk. ...580 meters above sea level. A lookout that had a glass floor with some superb views over the beaches. The sun was just setting. When I saw it in the sky, it was so large I thought it was a UFO. A special place from which to watch the sunset. Perfect light for video. It has a reinforced glass floor. It's not the place for acrophobians. I don't have that problem. I'm from Hong Kong. If we are lower than 500 feet from the ground, we complain about the noise of the traffic. When I draw the curtains in my bedroom in the morning, standing next to the floor-to-ceiling window, there's a 400-foot drop outside. No problem. Though we do suffer from metathesiophobia and constantly look up, especially on a windy day. Madeira in medieval times was well known as a stop-off between Europe and the New World. For instance, Columbus sailed from here on his way to discovering America. As recent as World War II, there's some evidence that top Nazis came here on their way to Argentina. In fact, when I was there, I saw a guy who looked just like Hitler. When I asked him, "Are you Adolf Hitler?" he said, "No, I'm Elvis Presley." So I asked him to sing a song, and he sang Wooden Heart. Carlos then took us through the town and back to the ship. I have to say he was superb, very friendly, and an excellent host who really made the day enjoyable for us. We were really pleased to have met him. The thing that really impressed about Carlos is that he stopped at scenic points and explained everything on the way. So back to the ship, get ready for dinner. A great day.